Hello everyone, so today we are going to work on this jetpack system. So actually I'm using the falling animation, don't mind that, but I'm going to implement this flying system, so we can either fly up or fly down, or I can start working again. Right, so this is what we are going to work on today. And before we get started with the tutorial, I'd like to remind you that all the project files of the projects that I have covered in my channel are available for you to download in my Patreon page. Link is in the description below. Not just this project, all the 1600 videos that I have done to the date, project files are available for you. So yeah, let's get back to the tutorial. So this is the jetpack model that I have created in Blender and imported it into the Unreal Engine. Now let's create the jetpack character based on the third-person character. So let me first open the third-person blueprint, and here let me add this jetpack mesh. Under mesh, I'll attach this to some bone, let's say some spine bone. There is an offset, let me remove that. Maybe we should add the bone, add a socket. So let's attach it from spine 5. Head socket, jetpack socket. Right, now I'll give it an offset and rotate it to make it vertical. It's not vertical. Oh, sorry. Yeah. That should be good enough. Okay. So now here I'll select the jetpack socket. There is a rotation. Yeah, red axis should be facing forward. Okay, and blue axis should face up. Right. Okay, now it's fine. We need to give some offset. Okay, I'll disable collisions for now because this can interfere with the character movement. Right, now this is how we get see. So now what I want to do is, when I press, let's say, shift, we should start the jetpack and character should move up. So first let me set up an additional input. Input action. I'll call it jetpack up, and another one jetpack. Well, actually no need. I'll just call this 𝐒𝐴_jetpack, and I'll use this as an axis only, so we can have both up and down. Now in here I'll add 𝐒𝐴_jetpack. So we need two. One is to up, I'll use shift, left shift. One is to down, I'll use left control. So here for the control, I need to negate, because it should be a negative value in the axis value. Okay, now here, how should we implement this? Oh, are we still in play mode? Okay, changes are saved. Right, now here, 𝐒𝐴_jetpack. Am I not getting it? 𝐒𝐴_jetpack, yeah. Okay. So here I get action value. So if I just start to move up, that wouldn't be realistic. So I'll add a variable, float. I'll call it thrust, and I'll multiply this action value with some multiplier, because the reason I had to add the multiplier is I don't want to directly increase the thrust and then get the thrust and add this value and set thrust value. So I think before setting, it would be better if we clamp this, because we don't need to increase this infinitely. So let's say 100 is the maximum. Right, now when the thrust value hit 100, character should go into the flying mode. So how do we go into the flying mode? I'll add custom event, set movement mode. Oh wait, no, I'll just call it toggle fly. And add a boolean enable. So when I call this with the enable, I should go into flying mode. So to enable that, we can, here in the character movement, we already have flying mode. So get movement mode, and we can have a switch. So if the character is here, we already have the enable, So if the character is flying, no, let's have the branch here. So if the character is walking, we should set movement mode to flying. Otherwise we shouldn't do anything for now, because in this case we only have walking and flying mode. If this is false, we need to have the same switch. And if we are flying, we should set movement mode to falling. Okay, now here, if thrust is greater than, let's say 50, let's say instead of 50, let's say 80, we should enable flying mode. So have a branch, I'll call toggle flying to enable. And if this is false, so instead of directly calling toggle flying to false, now I'll check if this value thrust is less than 50, so that we have some gap. Yes, I'll call toggle flying to false. Oh, we need a branch. Okay, and another input. So this means we are already in the flying state. Wait, no, let's have another sequence. So this C is only to control the flying state, and then here let's have this same switch. If we are in the flying mode, that means here I'll add moment input upward with the scale of this axis value. Right. Now to see this clearly, I'll print the thrust so we know whether we are in what stage we are in. So when I press shift, you can see in the left side the thrust value. When it go higher than 80, we are going up, and if I press Ctrl, it goes down, but we are still in the flying mode, and our animations are still playing. Okay, first let's fix the animation. We have a character reference, so this is where we set velocity. Can we get movement mode? I can get the movement component, so from that we can get movement mode. So get moment, no, wait, no, we have a function called isFly. Yeah. Oh, that is also coming from the moment component. So okay, now here we set ground speed. So if I use this is flying, if we are flying, obviously ground speed should be 0. So let's do this. Let's select float based on this is flying state. If we are flying, should be 0. Ground speed should be 0. Otherwise, this value. Right, now let's check. And to make it easier for testing, I'll increase this to 2.4. So we can quickly go to quickly go to the flying mode. Yeah, now even if I move, you can see the character is not doing the walking animation. Okay, and when in the ground, character does the working animation. Alright, and did you notice this? If when I move up, character is facing forward, and when I move down, no, I saw some behavior. Character was facing down or something. Yeah, it turns this way. So why is that? I think it has to do with this these other directions are 0. Right, so I'll do this. Get control rotation and get forward vector, and I'll multiply this by a very small value. Like this. So the character will be going a little bit forward. Then I'll add x and y component of this and keep the z component 1. So that will still be the major part. Right, and also you see the character does not have any drag. Oh, it still turns to this way. Right, because this scale makes it negative. Okay, so I'll keep the scale as 1 and directly connect Z. Oh wait, that might be a problem. Yeah, here I'll get the absolute value and connect here. That should prevent the rotation. That's it. Yeah. Okay, so how to make it stop once I release the movement inputs? So I think there should be some way to define drag or deceleration. Yeah, this one. Break-in deceleration. For flying it's 0. For walking it's 2000. So yeah, instead of 0, let's say something like 200. Yeah, it does stop. Still slow, but it stops. Okay. For now, since I don't have a separate animation for flying, I'll use the same falling animation by doing an O here. So if the character is flying or falling, the character will go to the falling animation. So yeah, like this, better than nothing. Later on I should have a separate animation, but for now this should do. Okay, so now the basic parts are done. Still we have tons of improvements to do. Now let's add some sound and a particle effect. So first, Jetpack, Niagara, system from selected emitters. I'll use this fountain. I'll add this beam too, and let's see if ms thrust. Oh, no, beam will not do. So I'll just go with this fountain. I'll set first, this should not have gravity, so I'll remove that, and then I'll set the shape to somewhat longer instead of having like dots. So not uniform, random, non-uniform. So x, let's say 1 and 3, this is 7 and 10, right? And then I'll align this to velocity. Okay, now the lifetime should be much lower, so this rate should be higher. Okay, and with time it should become larger. So scale, scale sprite size, uniform curve. So here I'll scale it 5. Too much. Okay, this cone, at velocity in cone, I'll reduce the angle to 10, right? Initially I will not leave it at 0. I'll start at 0.3. Right. Now scale color, we have I'll add a color module and change this to color from curve. This I'll make black and initially if I make it blue, okay, blue but bright blue, so like this, and as it go closer to the end it should become black. Oh, when I said black it becomes transparent. Right, let me disable this scale color. Alright, it cannot be black because this is additive material. Okay, that's the reason. So we can't have a black smoke with additive, so it's fine then. I'll just have the same color. Oh, can make it red. Well, let's modify this. Oh, I want to test with this ribbon material. Yeah, this looks cool rather than dots. Anyway, this is also additive. So Jetpack, let me copy this. Do not move these engine materials. Make sure to copy before you try to adjust. Then I'll make this, instead of additive, I'll make it translucent. Okay, now use that. Now we should be able to have black. Well, actually this is out of scope. I do not want to focus much on this particle. I increased the V value of the red, so now it looks like this. And one more thing, shape location sphere, already see. Okay, right, now we have a particle. Let's just apply this. For that we need two sockets. Sockets. Yes, sockets. Oh, here. Left. Can I duplicate? Yeah. Right. Select both. Oh, I can't. Front. right here, left here. Okay, now here let's attach that particle. NS thrust, select it. Okay, it should be facing down. And should attach to the socket, right? Okay, I'll rotate the socket. $180. So great. And we need 2 of them. Thrust. This I'll name thrust R. This is thrust L. And L should be attached to left. R should be attached to right. Oh, it's changed, but that's fine. By default, these should not be started. So therefore, well, let me see how this looks. Okay. Maybe we should enable collisions for them. But that is, I think, a bit expensive, collisions. Yeah, anyway, let's implement this first. So auto activate should be disabled. Where is auto activate? Here. And I should only enable it if I thrust, if I fly in or thrust in. Let me collapse this. Jetpack input. The reason I collapse this is it's gonna get a little bigger. Back input. And here I'll add another input. For Niagara, here I'll have a branch and get these two. We can check this active. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. We can get this axis value again and check if it is less than 0. So if it is less than 0, that means we are not thrusting. Oh wait, no. But if we are in sky, if we are already flying, even if the input is 0, we should still have the particle. So therefore, I'll check if the axis value is larger than 0 or get moment is flying. Either this or if we are flying, so have a O, we should activate, otherwise deactivate. but calling this on every time this event is fired may not be ideal. So add a do once node for both. Oops. And reset each other. So only if we have activated, this will be deactivated, and only if this is once deactivated, activated will be called. Right. Now let's check. Okay, right, try again. So here nice. So having an angle is a little bit unrealistic, but don't have any other animation where the character keep the back straight. What if I modify this animation a little bit? Hope this won't turn ugly. Add a key, apply. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, better. Right. Now the collisions. So here. Wait, what kind of a particle is this? This is a CPU simulation. That's fine. Let's not worry about performance much. It's too straight. That doesn't look good. Collision. I did made some changes. Here restitution I reduced to 0.3 and friction to 5, friction during bounce 0.6. Still it's not that good, but I'll leave that for now. Okay, so here is the final version. And I think that's enough for today. So I imported this sound. This is the flamethrower sound I used in my shooter series. So let's enable that too. Let me add it under the add it to the character. Location. Okay, I'll call it jet sound. And as I activate and deactivate, this also should not be activated by default. So where is it to activate? Here, activate jet sound. Okay, and I think that's enough for today, so I'll stop this episode here, and perhaps I will do some improvements to the system in future. Just let me know in the comments what else you would like me to work on this system. So thanks for watching. Updated project files will be available for you to download in the Patreon page. I'll leave the link in description. See you in another episode. Goodbye.